In this week's Bleach, Shutara challenges Bach.
I'm busy.
Doing what?
Anything else?
Bleach chapter 597, Winded by the Shadow, picks up with Latoto pissed the hell off with Pepe, who tries to talk his way out of being killed by telling her he thinks she looks pretty good.
Do I look like I care what you think? Do I look like I give a shit what you think?
Pepe falls down trying to escape, but Latoto is persistent as she knows his intent was to kill her and Meninez.
You're trying to crawl away. Bring me that ass!
She says he must take responsibility for such actions, and she eats him.
Come here, I'm gonna eat you! Get in my belly!
Meanwhile, at the Soul Palace, Korinji is having a tough time with Bach.
Well, this is just perfect!
The whole time he hasn't been able to hit him, even once. Bach declares that it's a stalemate and demands to be let through, but Korinji isn't ready to give up just yet.
You shall not pass!
And he manages to slip past anyway, and that, my friends, is the end of the first fight for a Zero Squad member.
Keep walking, shithead. You're gonna get yours, asshole.
So next up on the chopping block is Shutara, who shows up with her ninja crew. She greets Bach after such a long time and thinks he's gotten a bit cocky to think he could just show up after beating Yamamoto.
Who the fuck asked you cocksucker? I mean sucker, damn it.
Bach takes a step up the stairs, but Shutara is quick to respond and swiftly makes it past it.
I like these calm little moments before the storm.
Her ninjas charge after Bach as she gives them a little motivation to end him.
Win this one because I told you to!
Because you told me to!
But none of the swords manage to hit Bach. In fact, all they do is form a huge circle around him.
I'm so confused right now.
A voice then calls them insolent as a black ooze begins to rise up from Bach's shadow.
Look out behind you, lady! It's the blob!
They state that their attacks are useless as they'll just bend and will never hit Bach. This person's name is Sternritter W. the Wind. Nyanzol Wezel. I don't think Shutara enjoys being made a fool of.
I don't know you, but I'm sure you're a jerk. Hey, I've only been here a few minutes. What's going on?
Back to the Urahara crew, it looks as though the final preparations have been completed to make a return to the Soul Palace as the long pole rises up.
That's what she said.
Inside, Ichigo is complaining about the noise being created.
I can't hear you over my central.
Hey, what'd you go to hell, Edison?
Hey, bite me, man!
Urahara then begins the countdown as they all say goodbye to Soul Society once again.
So long, gay boys!
Interesting chapter this week. As predicted, Latoto ate Pepe after that whole trying to kill ya thing. Luckily, that wasn't dragged out. Getting back to the Soul Palace was great since it's been a little while, but the first Zero Squad member to fight doesn't even get to have it shown. Was it for the best though, since the aftermath told us he didn't even land a single hit? Maybe. But if you think about it, Bach didn't fight him at all. This Sternritter W was the one helping him out. So essentially, the Zero Squad member who was noted to have incredible speed was outmatched by a Sternritter.
That is without a doubt the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Speaking of which, Sternritter W, the Wind. Seems like another weird she-male character Kubo decided to cook up. I don't necessarily have a problem with him yet. I think he's just another Sternritter with some hacks ability, and he looks a little off, especially with those two tongues sticking out. I'm positive Shutara will find a way to beat him. She seems pretty quick and can maneuver her way around his ability. Hopefully Korinji will try to help too instead of just standing around and watching. Can you do that for us, big guy?
I got a better idea. No fucking way.
So I'll give this chapter a 7 out of 10. Korinji fought to a draw with Bach, Sternritter W may face off against Shutara, and Ichigo and gang are ready to help out with the Soul Palace. For my question of the week, in what way do you think they can beat the Wind? If attacks bend out of his way, at what point can damage even be inflicted upon him? My favorite comments will be featured in the next review. Here are last week's winners. Alright, that does it for me. Remember to leave your thoughts on the chapter and answer to my question in the comments below. Like and subscribe for more weekly Bleach chapter reviews. And do not forget to follow me on Twitter, Hummingbird, and DeviantArt. Links always in the description. I'll be back next week with a fight against the Wind. Peace.